It's the 13th of June 2007, and here we are again up the field. This year, even more ambitious than ever, our attempt is the North Cape of Norway. However, as per usual, the weather's not playing ball. We're packing everything in, including a life raft, immersion suits, and we're setting off for Bagby in about 20 minutes' time, but we're expecting some poor weather. Hopefully we'll get to Scotland today.
Keep one of these out. Right, we're on our way to Hereford. We're just coming up to Birmingham, which we can see across in the distance there. So far, as we said today, it's very overcast and whatnot, but it's dry. We've got plenty to do. We're on the Hereford. There's a bit of rain about, no snow. We're obviously caught under the sun. Just north of Scarborough. We've blown Bagby because it's all clouded in and whatnot. We're trying to skirt around the North York Moors because that's them over there. We just cut across like around the bottom right hand side of them, and we're coming out to the coast. The view to the south is clear, and the view out to sea looks okay, but this isn't over yet. We've got some quite nasty clouds to try and get round.
Seagulls down here, I think that's good.
We're about 300 foot above the sea. That's the North York Moors coast on our left now.
I'll tell you what, there's seagulls everywhere here.
We're not sure we can get through this. We're thinking about it. We're coming up to Whitby in a minute. We got no life jackets on, no immersion suits on.
Don't say that.
And we're flying along over the sea, below the level of the cliff.
Open it a lift.
And we haven't even got to Norway yet.
Open it a lift.
As you can see, you can't see much.
My palms are sweating. With the wind blowing, I go and land on them. It looks awful up
It
there.
does look awful. But there's a bit of brightness out to the right there.
We're
Isn't there?
250 feet up.
There's Whitby anyway.
People on the beach enjoying themselves.
Land on the jetty down there, look.
Yeah, don't joke about it.
Any decent golf clubs around here. Well, we stuck with it. We've managed to skirt round the seaward side of the North York Moors. Not much more than 200 odd feet. We're looking up at the cliffs most of the time. And we're coming up towards Redcar now. So at least we got lower ground. the visibility just seems slightly better. But then we're still going to be scuffling along at 2 or 3. Coming up to Newcastle now. We're going over the last bit of high ground now. We're coming down towards East Fortune. There's the old windmills. Barrett Law.
Maybe one's not very long, is it? Do you land on the grass?
On the hard. Well, yeah, no, good point.
He just took off his cockpit, didn't he?
So the grass makes it longer, doesn't it? It's short.
Sure.
Well, on the ground at East Fortune, which was our optimistic target for today, but we did it in just under 4.5 hours in one go from Hereford. And a nice landing. They've been very friendly here. We've had a cup of tea. They're getting some fuel for us. We're hoping to get something to eat before we move on. The weather up here is significantly better than it was further south. There's a few trikes here on the equivalent of the Round Britain Rally, which they're doing now. We're just warming up the engine now. We're at East Fortune with a tentative target of Orkney. There's North Berwick Law and the site of a previous campsite. North Berwick. We're on the edge of the Grampians. Bits of rain in the air.
Nice little cairn on the top over there. This is Grandtown on Spey. We're looking across towards the Moray Firth and Lossiemouth.
We're just coming up to the Dornoch Firth.
The strip down there, look. So that's Dornoch, is it?
Yeah, because just to the left of the strip is the caravan site, and then you've got the town. Quite a spectacular rainbow.
It is, yeah, get a photograph of that. And we've got this monument over on the left-hand side, spectacular monument.
I reckon if we can land down there, we might get that pot of gold.
Yeah. Remember, this is plain as day coming up here on the trike. With it flying through, it's got quite interesting hills, these.
Yeah, so I did it twice with
Yeah.
Alan Taylor.
That hill there in particular with the like little pyramids on it.
The first time we came up, it was a bit claggy. We landed as a Microlight site up near John O'Groat somewhere. That's the left. We're just coming out to John O'Groats now. And the Orkney Islands are stretching out in front of us. Looking across the Scarpa Flow with a low sun shining on it. It's 5 to 8 in the evening. Plenty of daylight left still. And we're flying up towards Kirkwall at the moment. We're actually going to land at a small strip called Lamholm, which is on a very tiny island south of the main island of Kirkwall. Just see it coming up now. It's raining in the air as well. Straight into the wind.
Went to land that way when he came back from.
Oh, it's a cross strip, is it? Oh, yeah.
A horrible cross strip. Yeah. Not much fun going over this cross. See this lot here all filled up with seawater. They pump that in and out of there. Fill it up with lobsters.
I thought you could say filled up with crashed airplanes for a minute. It's a bit, not a nice approach over this bit of cliff, is it?
Yeah, somebody there too. Gianks.
Oh, there's a car as well.
That was a nice landing, wasn't it? Couldn't have got it deader than that.
It's a much longer strip than
That's
it looks in here.
Italian chapel and a Nissen hut. All painted beautifully it is inside.
Right, it's Thursday morning, 10:30, 25 to 11. Just taxiing out from Lamholm. Here's the hangar we stayed in. That's Tom who looked after us. Sun's out. Raymond for Shetland, and Bob Wishart's going to meet us.
Kirkwall, Golf, Charlie, Echo, Kilo, Kilo. Kirkwall, Golf, Charlie, Echo, Kilo, Kilo.
Golf, Charlie, Echo, Kilo, Kilo, Kirkwall, good morning.
Oh, good morning. Golf Charlie Echo Kilo Kilos, Microlight Sky Ranger out of Lambholm, currently at 400 feet. We're en route to Shetland, but we're going around Scapa Flow and around the islands first of all, and I can squawk 7,000.
Golf Kilo Kilo, Roger, squawk 7,000, and which way round are you going on the islands?
We're going over to Hoy at the moment, and then up the west side.
Golf Kilo Kilo, Roger, Flight Information Service, Clickle QNH 1013, report Hoy.
1013 and report Hoy, Kilo Kilo.
This is the famous Scapa Flow.
Is it Tingwall you're going to, Kilo Kilo?
Confirm, Kilo Kilo.
That's the island of Hoy.
343, what is your back track taxi, main name? 81 call sign, say again.
Looking
Probably
through
81,
to
flight of 2, correction,
the east side to the west side of
20
Hoy.
miles, and we'd like to fly through your field south to north in approximately 3 minutes.
Say again, your call sign and your type.
Fuzzy 81 through to 84, we're all Hawks.
Fuzzy 81 to 84, formation, Roger. I've got 2 aircraft to the southwest of the field, VFR at 1200 to 1600 for an 8 hour. Roger.
Fuzzy 81 flights are going to coast out and then turn south back to the mainland, maintaining 2,000 feet. We'll be closely past the Old Man of Hoy.
Okay,
One Roger, I've got 2 light aircraft in the Stromness Hoy area, VFR, keep a good lookout.
Fuzzy 81, copied. We'll remain this frequency until we're clear to the south.
Sure.
I've got traffic at the holding point to backtrack and one on short final just to land ahead of him.
We're still continuing
Thanks, Oscar Charlie.
northwards up the Orkney Island train.
November 2 Sierra Whiskey, you'll be holding just behind the Saab at Romeo 3. I'll be able to continue you to the small apron shortly.
Comet Hill behind November.
Going 833, Kirk, will I have your clearance?
Still heading north on hill.
I'll be 5 miles further this way.
Roger, clear approach your go around.
Clear approach, go right, thanks, Oscar Charlie.
And Pickering copies that, thank you.
This is North Ronasday, which is the most northern island.
Golf Kilo, Kilo Kirk, will contact Sunbury radar now on 131.3.
131.3, thank you very much.
348, if you also go to Sunbury now on 1313.
North Ronasday, very, very flat. Sun's out, the weather's good. Bit of a headwind, unfortunately.
Okay, 911 Bravo, descent to altitude 2,100 feet.
Yeah, I'll keep 2,100 feet over the time, I'll walk.
Spare Oliver to our right. Sunlight patches on the sea. Shetland in the distance. The bottom end of Shetland coming into view now. We're in radio contact, so we've been permission to overfly Sunbury. We're coming up a beam fit for head, which is the very southern tip of the Shetland. Our way up the toe of Shetland.
418 decimal 3 and squawk 7,000, please, goodbye. Logan 348, better.
Sorry, go ahead, Logan.
Decimal 3 and if you squawk 7,000, please.
125.3, thanks very much. 6 nautical miles to run, and squawking 7,000.
Charlie Echo Kilo Kilo, roger, that's all copied. Runway in use is 02. Pitch wind 020 degrees, 06 knots, QNH 1013 millibars, and you can report to the time final for 02 please.
02 1013, and we'll report finals for 02, that's Golf Kilo Kilo.
Golf Kilo Kilo, roger.
Pretty little place. Just a bit off to the left, if anything. I think Bob's there, isn't he? White hair.
Probably. Ooh, we nearly had that bugger. Did you see that, Oyster Catcher? Oh, the brakes are doing the old trick again. Got to snatch them. Rubbish, isn't it, this? Look at all that jabberoo's here.
John coming back into Lerwick, he's just taking Bob up for a flight. Probably won't be able to see it very well, but... It's 9:15 on Friday morning at Tingwall on Shetland. We've got a flight plan in for 9:30 takeoff to go to Bergen in Norway. The weather conditions look very, very good, although the only slight downside is there is quite a briskish wind. It's northeast, but if anything it's got more east in it. So it's not going to stop us getting there, it's just going to make the flight time a bit longer. So we're looking at probably about 3 hours over the water to get there. Right, we're just warming the engine up to take off and ting home.
Okay.
Yep.
And Golf Kilo Kilo is ready for immediate departure.
Golf Kilo Kilo, roger. Taxi line up runway 02 and take off at your discretion.
Alright.
Yep. Go.
Kilo Kilo's rolling.
Kilo, roger.
at 9:13.
Golf Kilo Kilo, you continue now with radar of 131.3. Have a safe trip and I'll hopefully see you again.
Well, thank you very much, 131.3.
So he said, hopefully we'll see you again, or hopefully we won't see you again.
November 35 Alpha, Summer radar, readability 5.
Here we go then. I'll call them up.
November 35 Alpha, roger.
Summer radar, Golf Charlie Echo Kilo Kilo.
Golf Charlie Echo Kilo Kilo, Summer radar, hello, squawk 2621, the Summer QNH 1014 millibars.
Scorpion 3621 and 1014, could I activate my flight plan please for Bergen?
Golf Charlie Echo Kilo Kilo, roger, standby.
The rig over in the distance there. And the direction we got to go
12 knot headwind.
is
Golf Charlie Echo Kilo Kilo, reset your squawk please, 2621.
Uh, 2621, sorry about that.
What is it, 3
Golf Charlie Echo Kilo Kilo, roger, you're identified 2 miles to the north-east of Tingwall. It's a flight information service, there's no known traffic to affect, and say again message.
Flight information service, and can you confirm my flight plan's been activated?
Golf Kilo Kilo A phone, your flight plan has been activated.
Thank you very much, Golf Kilo Kilo.
And Golf Kilo Kilo, confirm you are flying that VFR, and what level are you expecting?
We'll be VFR and we'll be up to about 2,500.
Golf Kilo Kilo, roger.
Copy flight information service,
we've only had
Radar, good morning, Golf Kilo, check.
we've only got 165 nautical miles to run now. The sun's breaking through a bit. We just passed a little flotilla of fishing
Thank you, Oscar Charlie.
boats off our left hand side.
If you need to leave the zone.
Now we'll be leaving the zone, passing on to Larwick Harbour, Port Rowan, and crossing to the west coast, across the Tula, and back down the west coast to somewhere.
Well, we're out in the middle now. We're about 123 nautical miles left to run. The weather's absolutely perfect. We're still able to speak to Brent radar. Can't see any land for miles, although there's a whole load of oil rigs, about 15 oil rigs in the far north in view. We've got about another 2 hours to go, just under 2 hours to go. We're right off of our GPS maps as well. We're in the blank area in the middle.
We're 75 nautical miles to run now, and we've got 3 oil rigs. Probably got to jump to see them, but they're there.
Our bracket started up again.
394, good afternoon.
We're approaching the oil rig
Three-nine-four,
coast.
departure, good afternoon, radar contact, climb to flight level 150, clear left turn for Bærum.
Yes, for Bærum, flight level 150, videre 394.
32 nautical miles to run. We can clearly see the coast, and there's quite a lot of snow on top of the hills.
Waterfoot 156, confirm you were requesting ILS 35.
Affirmative.
Copter or normal?
Either way, copter preferably.
Swift Transport 106, climb 2,100 feet inbound, Vixo.
Well, we're almost to the Norwegian coast. These presumably uninhabited sort of islets, strings of them. Not very high at all, these.
Don't find anywhere to land on them though. I'm absolutely baking. Thank you.
Right, not cold.
Oh,
it's a lot warmer than...
Finland 266, contact Stavanger radar 1247.
1247, scanner 266. Alright.
There's a lot of snow on the hills in the distance. That white stuff up there is not fair, it's all snow. They've given us a more or less straightened approach, which is over these fairly flat islands. The next stretch of water to a left-hand turn in.
Tower, transport 106, for the street. Transport 106, continue approach, transport 106. Press on shuttle 618, good afternoon.
We're still coming in over these approach islands. There's no cap next in the distance.
should be a lighthouse here in the middle somewhere.
And also shuttle 618, runway 35, left bound, wind 310, left round 35, now shuttle 618.
Miles of it.
Contact ground 1219.
First right, ground 1219, no shuttle 618.
Golf Kilo Kilo, join left downwind runway 35.
Lighten up.
Number 159, runway 35, can take off, wind 290 at 6 knots.
Negative, can I find
There's an awful lot of jet activity. How long should I wait for that? A long time, I would have thought. Would you?
A couple of minutes. Go down to that island down there, come back round.
I'm very short, I should think.
Spectacular, isn't it? Scenery,
Tower, no shuttle 1317, on the visual 435.
No shuttle 1317, good afternoon.
Kilo Kilo, turn in finals for 35.
Golf Kilo Kilo, runway 35, you are clear to land, wind 327.
Play this thing from that bloody jet.
Golf Kilo Kilo.
Golf Kilo Kilo.
Southwest Dunedin, Scandinavian 2864, turning final 35 with a preceding inside.
Scandinavian 2864, good afternoon.
But I'm thinking go around.
Transport 82, line up runway 35.
Line up 35, Blue Transport 82.
God, like the old runway, isn't it?
You're doing semi-knots coming in.
Golf Kilo Kilo, vacate then first right, thereafter left again.
Wilco.
Golf Kilo Kilo first right south the left again, contact ground 121.9. Straight ahead, I'm gonna west.
Clear for immediate departure, and I'll be rolling straight away.
Very good afternoon, Scanner 184.
Scanner 184, good afternoon, also.
Right.
Yep.
Sure, Scanner 184.
Just taking off Bergen.
Everest 418, runway 35, clear left, wind 337.
Roger, now it is falling.
Helicopter approach, west 3.95.
Military, this is Marshall 638, we are 25 feet.
Marshall 638, afternoon, continue approach. Heading 676, number 2, join final behind the vessel.
Yeah, we got them on the side, trying to find behind number 606.
Bit hasty, these large airports. Looks very pretty around here, very pretty indeed.
Marshall 638, right off and right again.
Well, we continue out the coast out of Bergen. Very pretty. It's all these very low-level flat islands. Some of them are strung together with a bridge. They're filling off regard, there's less population on them. The ones lower down lots and lots of houses. I guess they're not summer houses or weekend houses, they are actually people living there. Beautiful weather. It is notable as we got further north from Bergen that the habitation is less and less and less. A taste of things to come, I am sure.
Charlie Echo Kilo Kilo is ultralight en route from Bergen to Orsteva Floro. Information service, please.
Golf Charlie Echo Kilo Kilo, there is no reported traffic in the area. Confirm routing via Foxley Malska.
I'll confirm we're routing via Foxley Malska and we're still squawking 4746. Can you confirm that we're okay to transit your zone, please? Golf Kilo Kilo.
Kilo Kilo, affirmative, report passing the field.
Wilco, Golf Kilo Kilo.
Just overflying Flora. Sort of spectacular scenery we're seeing now. We're up at 3,500 feet now, and the highest hills immediately around us are about that height. Very nice. Using shadow.
Floor, god aften, dansk 30.
Climbing up over some wispy bits of cloud now. We got to go a bit higher anyway to get a bump terrain.
No, they can still see us. I don't want to get dead for it. Time to mess about, you see, I've got the time, haven't I don't know what we put down for this flight. You did 2 hours 30, wasn't it?
2 hours 30, yeah.
So we've got plenty of time at the moment. Somebody will be watching us. No one here.
We're now en route from Flora to Morstead. Ground, but big clouds. Come back down to a slightly lower route. Very interesting scenery. We're expecting to get a bit of a rattling going through here at some stage, I think. Coming into Orster now.
Wind check 240, 3 knots.
Bumpy down in here.
Yeah, it's 240. Look.
The windsock's hanging down.
What the red flashing light means. No, it's just, well, it's not going to be nice as it is. Oh, there's the crane at the far end, look.
We just passed one on our left.
Yeah, that's not it, it's that one. It's at the end of the runway. The red thing, they dropped it, I think.
Kilo landed 36. Will you be staying long?
We were hoping to stay overnight actually, if possible, if we could find some accommodation.
Runway 3. Got to be something stinking outside, I hope.
Keep an eye on all the gauges. Well, we're just taking off from Orster now. This is a beautiful spot. Very touristy, everything. Lots of skiing in winter. That's a little campsite we stayed at last night. We climbed straight out of the strip, and our route we're hoping to go to Troll Wall en route. A little detour, but we're climbing over these spectacular mountains anyway.
Golf Charlie Echo Kilo Kilo.
Unfortunately, we can't go above 4.5 without contacting them. Turn that altitude off, that'll be a good start. Oh, no, leave it on.
Well, you have tried to contact them.
Yeah, that doesn't mean I got permission, does that?
Bigra Golf Charlie Echo Kilo Kilo.
Been picked by radar.
Charlie Kilo Echo Echo. Are you calling me?
That's Golf Charlie Echo Kilo Kilo.
Golf Charlie Echo Kilo Kilo, yeah, go ahead.
Golf Charlie Echo Kilo Kilo's an ultralight aircraft out of Ulster, routing via the Troll Wall to Mould. We're at 4,500 feet on 1010 and squawking 7,000. Request entry into the bottom of your TMA. Golf Charlie Echo Kilo Kilo.
Golf Kilo Kilo, clear to enter the TMA and proceed VFR. Local QNH Vigra is 1011.
1011 and cleared to enter the lower part of the TMA VFR. Thank you very much. Golf Kilo Kilo.
Right, go a bit higher.
This is just spectacular.
Just spectacular. Some stills as well if we can. There's obviously signs of an avalanche there, no? 2 or 3 of them, look. See them?
Yeah. This is just one massive light bench from bridge after another. It's a space with deep fjords.
Got a 10 knot tailwind.
Ferrell Bridge down there. Connect towards the coast.
Having QNH 1011.
1011 under 600 visual 07, scanner 1 level.
We're enjoying the view. I believe you. I guess 7 o'clock. I thought it was about 7 when we moved out. What time was it? About 10 to 7, wasn't it?
particular fjord is very frequently visited by cruise ships. And they have to go up much further than what we can see.
Showing plenty of battery life, Pete.
Purple.
Bodø, 1257, ha det.
157, it's going to 59, so long.
The right somewhere slightly, I would have thought.
Could be different.
Information, Golf Charlie, Echo Kilo Kilo.
Was that Golf Echo Charlie Kilo Kilo?
Golf Charlie, Echo Kilo Kilo. It's ultralight aircraft en route to you from Worcester, currently circling around the Troll Wall area, and should be with you in about 25 minutes. Golf Charlie, Echo Kilo Kilo.
It's got to be it, isn't it?
Well, I can't see where they're coming. Straight down this. Alright, it's over this side. Alright, it's facing down this side actually, Pete. If I turn round now. Do you reckon?
No, right, it's back there. Well,
go back on ourselves a bit now, haven't we?
Continental 82, contact Sweden, control 132.15.
13215, thank you, good day.
Could be lower, see, couldn't it? Because this stuff's high.
got a big bucket seat up the back.
What's this looking like now? Yeah, this is it, Pete. Here, directly underneath us. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Eh? You taking a picture of this? Coming round now. There she stands, look at that. Straight down the blooming Troll Wall. You're not getting any closer than that, are you? There she blows. That's it, we're away. Got quite a long way to go now to get back to Mould. A lot longer than I thought. I thought it would be an hour's flight. We haven't even got to Mould, we've got 20 miles to go to Mould. Good God, another one.
We're approaching Mold now. We just had some fantastic flying through the mountains, the Troll Wall, but that was spectacular, but only one of many that were spectacular.
Golf Charlie Echo Kilo Kilo joining right base for 07.
Golf Kilo Kilo, roger. The wind is 11006 and runway free 07.
We've just landed at Mold Airport after one of the most spectacular flights ever, I should think. We've been all around the mountains from Orster, where we stayed last night. Lots of snow, masses of jagged knife-edge peaks, topped by buzzing around the Troll Wall. The whole Troll Valley is just massive, mile-high vertical cliffs. Overhanging in places. What we really want to do now is fuel quickly, because it's a Saturday and a lot of these regional airports, they shut at 12 o'clock. Now the one we're aiming for shuts at 2:30, but it's about 3.5 hours flying from here, so we're cutting it fine really.
Kilo Kilo.
Golf Kilo Kilo, Mulder, go ahead.
Can you confirm that frequency again, please, as I don't seem to be able to get through to them?
Frequency for Climbergen Tower is 121.2.
121.2, yeah, I'm not getting them at the moment.
Yeah, it's a bit poor radio coverage in that sector.
Okay, thanks.
Got a lot more sinister. They're coming to continuous cloud cover. We have Bronson inside that. Should be quite good to know.
Kilo Kilo's downwind for 22.
Right.
I'll go with that and turning onto finals Kilo Kilo.
Perfect.
I think this is Charlie's spot.
Yeah, I'm high, aren't I? Realised how high I was. We don't want to side slip with that crease.
From information, vidare 764 with exit to holding point Bravo.
764, right. And by ATC, you are clear as well, Kilo Kilo 110, squawk 1445.
Is there another turn in there?
Ja, vi clear to Roswell via Kilco, flight level 110 and 1445, vidare 764.
764, correct, and runway 3 takes and take position 22.
Taxi take up position 22, vidare 764.
It's 3:15 in the morning. We're in Bronistand, which was a really quiet little town. And it's come alive, all these idiots are walking around making an awful racket. Well, we're now making our way back towards the airfield, having spent the night in Bronistand. The wind's quite strong from the north, but our hopes are that we'll get up to past Buda and on up to Tromsø later on this afternoon, which should put us within one jump of the North Cape if the weather stays good. Unfortunately, we've got to make a late start due to the fact that the airfield doesn't open till 11:30. By this time yesterday, we'd already been flying for a couple of hours.
We backtracked down the runway to Bronistand.
You're right, okay?
Yeah, I mean, okay.
Okay, Golf Charlie Echo Kilo Kilo is ready for immediate departure on 04.
May depart runway 04, still the same weight.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll keep it.
Just north of Bronistand, about 10 minutes after takeoff. We're out over the sea, but there's these masses of virtually flat islands, and some of them have got quite a lot of houses on them. They're 3,500 foot high, those hills. the old clouds are getting a bit thicker now, which is a bit unfortunate.
Broken. Can you say that again, please?
I copy the clearance, not above 2,500 feet, Golf Kilo Kilo.
Bodo?
Buddha.
Buddha, sorry, Buddha. Buddha airstrip and the tank behind.
We've just moved on.
Radar vector silence 25.
7001 follow perfect and free speed vector still later.
We're just north of Evaners now, and we're moving on towards, or just north of Buda, sorry, and we're moving on towards Edinus. We'll probably end up going in there because this flight's been a bit longer than we'd anticipated and the fuel's been going down, but the scenery is absolutely spectacular. Green due to the crack that developed in it yesterday, which we're keeping a close eye on.
We're approaching Evanes now, which was our alternative airfield to Tromsø, which we thought we needed to come into because we've been using more fuel because of the headwind. And looking around, the clouds come down and there's a touch of rain in the air, so probably not a bad thing anyway. But the scenery we've flown over has just been spectacular. Down there. The lights on for us.
Where we are passing through, look, on the red. What's this red? What's this red one? Don't you see them go white?
Yeah?
It's a glide path. It's a glide path.
Cool.
They go.
Bloody tailwind, isn't it?
Got them in the reg yet. Just blown white. red now. 2 reds, look.
3 red, 4 reds.
Yeah. So they're able to be in the middle of the roadway. Nice to have the pappies on. I haven't used them since I did my flight training. Precision approach and position indicators.
Golf Kilo Kilo landed time 24. Taxi straight ahead now and vacate via Bravo will be in the tower.
Well, we landed at Everness, hoping to go on to Trumps. Huge disappointment. The rain's come in. A low has appeared over the weather map, and it really doesn't look as though there's any chance of going any further north. In fact, it looks as though unless we skedaddle back quickly to Buda, we're going to get stuck up here. So we've made a decision to shoot back, and we're rushing out now under pouring rain and low cloud. All the lights on?
Yeah. Definitely in the middle of nowhere, this place, isn't it? We passed this bridge and bright sunshine coming up. Typical of the flight back down to Buda.
Are you inbound for final runway 25?
I'm currently at Hartjoy. Do I join overhead for a left-hand circuit?
Golf Kilo Kilo Roger, traffic is a Cessna, just departing now on runway 25, report traffic inside.
Traffic's inside, Golf Kilo Kilo.
Golf Kilo Kilo Roger, behind the traffic, cross for left and downwind runway 25. Traffic will turn southbound a little west of the field.
With that, Kilo Kilo, turning for overhead join for left-hand circuit.
What's that? Bit of 890 request out of 16.
Kilo Kilo's turning downwind.
Golf Kilo Kilo Roger, runway 25, clear to land, wind 310 degrees, 5 knots.
Kilo Kilo's turning miles for 29.
Golf Kilo Kilo Roger, confirming clear to land.
Right hand runway.
See why? See why?
Red lights. 4 red lights.
We've had to retreat back down to Buda because there was really bad weather when we went up north. We landed up at Everness and it started to lash with rain, so we beat a hasty retreat seeing a bad weather forecast for the next few days. We'll take it from here, but it's probable that we won't be able to get any further north because of this bad weather. It isn't too bad here, but it's a bit blowy.
Well, we just walked back from the Buda town centre and it's now 3 minutes to 1 in the morning, and the sun's getting brighter. It never went down, it just went behind the hill, so we couldn't actually see it.
Last night we spent the evening in Buda, having had to turn round from Ebenez, and now we're setting off again this morning for a second attempt at the North Cape. The weather's not particularly good, but we've decided we'll try and stay with it and see how it goes.
We're at Tromsø, and it is definitely colder. 2 jets landed just after us. We're trying to get some more fuel. A forecaster further up north, and with a bit of luck, going for it. Pretty grim here at Tromsø. Oh, what a view. Smell. Smell?
Wow.
There's nothing in here.
Can't smell anything.
Like jet fuel.
Oh, I could smell that earlier on the runway. I never smelled it then.
Yeah. Well, we didn't see any pretty young lady, did we?
No. Only a photograph of one. Not really the same thing. Yeah, we're just coming out of Tromsø here. We're looking down on what could be university stuff. There's tennis courts and things down there. Weather's not particularly nice, as you can see, but it does look as though it might be better as we go north. Well, somebody else offered a relay, but you didn't take him up on it, did you?
Hello, 566, roger. 5-4 for Tromsø, 123.75. 2375, Oslo, January.
The blue in the distance.
Yeah, we've got snow right down onto the seashore now. We're about 17 miles from Hammerfest.
That's Hammerfest down below. Bit of blue sky beyond. Still low cloud, but it's looking better. And we're within striking distance of the North Cape now. Hammerfest runway looks a bit uphill. Just come to the gap of the Hammerfest. Still low cloud and whatnot immediately in front of us, but it does look better in the distance.
We are at 1800 feet now.
About 25 miles from the North Cape now. and the weather's not quite nice. There's a wind farm over on the left.
Military camera 3. Wind on 05 distance.
Approaching the North Cape from the south.
Sky as far as I can see now.
North Cape's just emerging from this bit of cloud. Oh, there's a bus I think going back along the road. Just coming round to look at it from the northerly aspect now. So we've run out of land now.
Spitsbergen.
This is the most northerly point in Norway, known as the North Cape, funny enough.
Right, we can land there. Big black film behind it though.
Focus in, and there's a viewing platform there with a number of people on it.
It's all Winnipegans up there. Big cameraman stuff.
Yeah.
There's a toll booth system to go through to get there. Isn't it?
It does. Well, I never. So it's an insignificant bit of rock, really.
Well, there's pretty Vegas there. Caravans.
Quite steep cliff. About 700 foot high, aren't they? Or 9. I'm not sure which it was.
I don't know, I think it was really spectacular.
Good climbing routes on there.
We got a photograph of me the other way around.
Yep. Just come down from the North Cape now. And we're looking to land in Honningsburg, stroke of Vaarland. The little town is the Noorderweiger. There's plenty of little hamlets perched on the water's edge.
Work out where I go.
Kilo's 20 miles from 08.
Golf Kilo Roger, wind 0307 knot.
Windsock at the end on the right.
made it to the North Cape. We've just landed on Valham, which is an interesting strip. It's like landing in the moon, on the moon, and there's no avgas here, but we've still got 30 litres left, so we'll probably try and persevere on down a bit now. The further we can get back tonight, the better, really.
And that's the back of the North Cape over there. The sun's come out. But it is still quite cold. That would be the midnight sun, but it's only 7 o'clock. But it'll be still there at midnight.
Kilo, rolling.
They're in the middle. It's quite a big boat there, though. Oh, I see the filling station. Wasteland.
Right, it's Tuesday morning. We stayed overnight at a place called Pothanger, which is right on the Finnish border. Having landed in a small strip called Bassan. We stayed here the night in a hotel. We had this salted lamb dish last night rather than the reindeer. We're setting off this morning. Hopefully we're going to get down to Sweden. And we hope the long trip back down through Sweden today.
After takeoff.
Golf Kilo Kilo, after departure you can make a left turn to follow the river southbound 1,000 feet initially. We have IFR traffic inbound from the north.
I copy that. Golf Kilo Kilo, turn left, follow the river. Not above 1,000 feet. And rolling now. Kilo Kilo.
0403 knots, runway 35, clear takeoff.
This is what you call a big runway, isn't it? That's where we stayed last night. there somewhere. Been flying for just over 10 minutes now out of Bannock. And there's some nearly 4,000 foot hills we've just passed. And then in front of that there's just nothing, it's like tundra. Goes on as far as the eye can see in every direction. Just pure wasteland. We're in the middle of nowhere.
Good enough.
Literally nowhere. We're 3/4 an hour south of Bannock now, and it's just like flying over tundra, although it's got sort of smoother, flatter, and there's hints of shrubs and whatnot.
Well, this is actually a part of Finland on our way from Norway into Sweden. To be honest, you can't tell the difference. We just had a complete failure of the Stratomaster Enigma after 28 hours. It's now back up and running again, but it's lost all its information, which is very annoying. There's a bit of snow about every now and then. We get the old splattering of snow on the screen. I think we're getting into some sleet now. Below, every time I start it, it stopped.
Did you see it go by there?
Yeah, we just had some proper snow go by us then. Oh, here we go again. And this is the Swedish border, just Finnish Swedish border coming up. Marked by this river.
We're approaching our first landing in Sweden on this trip.
Skaria, Kunhelge 1010.
Klart han ska ha den på Kunhelge.
Golf Kilo Kilo, wind 010 degrees, 9 knots, maximum 15 knots, runway 03, set to land.
Good weather and clear to land. Golf Kilo Kilo.
Golf Kilo Kilo.
Funny looking airplane on the runway there.
Yeah, for a fire brigade, I suppose. Funniest wing I've ever seen.
Kilo Kilo's turning finals for 03.
Kilo Kilo and 360 degrees, 8 knots.
Oh, come on, Pappy, only got one side in, look.
Golf Kilo Kilo on ground 55, taxi into from taxiway Bravo and Yankee.
Bravo and Yankee. Kilo Kilo. Below and lining up.
Kilo Kilo and right turn out runway 03, clear for takeoff.
Right turn out to takeoff. We're taking off with 3,000 feet.
Wind to your left. Just taken off from Carina in Sweden. Bouncing our way down south of Well, it might be a campsite in the woods there.
Maybe actually over there.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Fine. Skatebridge 206, captain inside.
296, clear visual approach right hand circuit runway 10.
Clear right hand visual approach runway 10, Skatebridge 296.
You've landed right in the middle of a rainbow.
It was Wednesday morning, and we're attaching out the skeleton here. We had a really nice hotel last night.
We're approaching Sandersvall on the way south in Sweden. Been flying over millions and millions of trees. And the coast is cut in again and we can just make out the Baltic, probably about 10 or 20 miles away.
Good.
About to loaded up the lorry there, aren't they?
I'd like to start descent.
Further out than I thought.
We're coming in towards Mora now. We haven't been able to get hold of it by radio. There's storms around in the vicinity. We've been through one or two. Very pretty.
But we're running low on fuel, which is a bit unfortunate, so
We have to land. We're very low on fuel.
there's the petrol station.
We're suspecting there's no fuel on the airfield, but we might be wrong, hopefully. Coming in over Mora, foremost is in our minds is where's the nearest filling station.
Mora Golf Charlie Echo, Kilo Kilo.
There's an airplane there. Lap wing on the runway.
There's a fuel barrier.
Hangar doors are open too, thank God.
Golf Kilo Kilo's rolling.
further south in Sweden we get, the flatter the ground gets. And the trees get taller.
We do not wish to pass through your control zone now, we're just on the edge of the TMA. Golf Kilo Kilo.
Christingham.
Hey Sweden, Scan 108, traffic back to 277.
It's on the edge of this absolutely mammoth lake. It's like a sea, it's so big.
Pick up for uniform 12, Scan Wayne. 01.
Like it's got a big gliding museum.
You'll probably have a cafe.
Get a few photos, please.
We're approaching Varberg now. After nearly 4 hours flying. It's going to be over 4 hours to come down. And this is on the coast. Back on the North Sea, or the Danish version of the North Sea. So we've done a few miles today.
That landing tee's just on is on a gimbal, I reckon. It's on a vane, that landing tee, shows the way the wind's blowing. Worry about it. How do I land in between these things?
Well, it's up that way, well, before. Nothing like that.
Too high, wasn't it? Hello, it's Thursday morning. We're at Varberg. We flew for 8.25 hours yesterday. We've ended up on the coast. It's a lovely place. But unfortunately this morning we've got this horrible mist on the floor. It's clear in Denmark. The cloud tops are about 2,500 feet. We're going to go down into town. There's a forecast that the weather may clear for a couple of hours this afternoon, enough to get away, and we hope to get down to Denmark. But the forecast for the next few days is actually awful. The further south we can go, the better chance we've got of getting back. We could be stuck here for days.
Taxiing out of Varberg, we're trying to find the runways. It's very confusing. Wheel marks going round here.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, not good. Map ball's coming.
Golf Charlie Echo Kilo Kilos, take rolling on 300.
Seagull.
Got about 70 miles to go to that direction.
I believe my flight plan was opened okay by Gotland, but they did not come back with a transponder code for me. Golf Kilo Kilo.
Golf Kilo Kilo, that is traffic, UMS Workshop 432.
0432.
That's right.
What? 011, thank you very much. Golf Kilo Kilo.
First sign of Denmark, other than the island. Line over the town of Brenner now, which is our first point, mainland Denmark.
Well, we're about 20 miles from Tonder now. We've come all the way down through Denmark. Had good radio service all the way down, despite the fact I keep forgetting where we've been to and where we're coming from. We're just going past this massive military airfield called Gridstrup, and we're on the radio to them at the moment. They've been very kind to us and suggested that we might like to follow the road down. I think we're managed with the 3 GPSs that we've got.
Just approaching Tonder now. So having left Sweden, we've flown the whole length of Denmark.
Golf Kilo Kilo's on finals for 30.
Bloody birds. Puppy, puppy, puppy.
It's Friday morning. We've been at Tonder overnight. We stayed in the clubhouse here. The weather forecast was horrible for today, but it looks really nice at the moment, so we're going to set ourselves off towards Texel along the Frisian Islands, assuming we can get through Cornfield and the Cornfield restricted zone. Failing that, we'll go into Amerland, where there is a fly-in today. But we've had a really nice night here. We even managed to get the aircraft in the hangar in case there was bad weather.
That was just a little bit short. And it's been recorded. We just landed at Amalan. We've seen a guy on a more or less a monkey bike come out with a follow me sign on the back. And there's a fly in here. Yeah.
Was there one then?
Yeah.
Well, we're on Amaland, having not got to Texel because of the thunderstorm, and it's now getting here.
Maybe we probably go on to Texel now.
Now we go on to Texel. I don't think so.
Thunderstorm. Just wafted down.
Charlie Echo Kilo, this really Charlie is cleared to take off 27, 330 degrees at 6 knots.
Leaving Texel now for a straight.
Taxiing out on Texel with a flight plan to fly direct to Cromer via the North Sea.
There's a load of them out there.
Maybe it's the largest catamaran race in the world, and it's on this. There's hundreds of them now.
That's all booked out on the radio check.
That's ground information. Golf Charlie Echo Kilo Kilo.
Golf Charlie Echo Kilo Kilo, Amsterdam, go ahead.
Charlie Echo Kilo Kilo's ultralight aircrafts just out of Texel on a flight plan to Cromer in England, currently at 1,000 feet on 1008.
Got a hello load of people down there then.
Got the old Cessna going along. Big party. Cessna going underneath us with its flag up. We've got the Coast Guard out there with the dinghies.
There's some catamarans's coming this way when everybody, all the others are going the
Well, they're
other
either
way.
the winners coming back.
Star information, we require routing through the helicopter protection zone.
Well, we climbed up to 1,000 feet now. We were going along at about 430 originally.
Double ocean. They'll do like bingo callers, didn't they? James Bond, 001-007.
Not many holes in it at the moment, is it? We're mid-North Sea and in 2,600 you can barely see on the horizon and certainly can't see any gaps in the cloud. We're hoping that by the time we approach the English coast it will break up a bit more. It was okay on the Dutch side.
I don't like this. We're only 400 feet and we're still in fog. Oh dear. Slight problem though, isn't it? No, not nice. Go back up.
Now just over 20 miles to run to the English coast. We're beginning to come off the second layer of cloud, so we can see sea beyond it and the coast in the distance. The coast is outlined quite dramatically by a line of horrible-looking cumulus clouds.
Northrop Golf Charlie Echo Kilo Kilo.
Echo Kilo Kilo, hello sir.
Good morning or good afternoon. We've got about 4 nautical miles to run. Looking for runway information please, Golf Kilo Kilo.
Circuit's clear, we're using 36. The advisory QFB 1002.
Runway 36 at 1002, thank you very much.
Motion service window is calm. Base for 36 full field in sight.
I've got the field in sight and we're on a long right base now. Thank you, Golf Kilo Kilo.
And we put the kettle on for you.
Brilliant, we look forward to that.
Windsocks miles away.
And turn in finals for 36.
Stand at your discretion.
Compliment flight just came down.
At 5.
Back to the scruffy little grass strips now then.
No, nice little grass strip.
International, up to the...
We've landed back at Cromer in England. Had a very welcome here, cups of tea and all the rest of it. Probably been on the ground best part of an hour now. There's rain in the air and there's a big thunderstorm going by in the near vicinity. It's not overhead but it's very close. We can hear the thunder quite loudly.
coming past Peterborough now on the way home. Last leg of the journey, we hope. The weather's not very wonderful. There's
good afternoon, Papa 4 Hotel Echo Charlie.
thunderstorms all around. We're skirting through showers of rain, but looks as though we'll get home okay this evening.
155 helicopter.
Just coming up to towards Leamington Spa. Obviously been plenty of flooding here while we've been away. Even the corner of the cricket pitch is flooded down there.
Here we are, home safe and sound. Just flown back from Cromer. This morning we left Texel at 1 o'clock UTC, or this afternoon we left at 1 o'clock. That was 3 o'clock local there. We flew straight to Cromer over cloud, and when we got there were a few thunderstorms, and then we've come back across the country dodging the thunderstorms, and it's actually quite a pleasant evening, very clear. And the grass is extremely long, but we've managed to get back in okay. So that's another adventure. The 2007 adventure surpasses all the rest.